Okay, so I think we are live now. So yeah, so this is basically a video regarding how I solved the issue. Like there were multiple issues with the problem. I was doing it offline, like not on the stream or anywhere. But there were basically uh, like two main problems. Like so, if we just look at the commit, right? We thought that it was an issue of TCP stream, right? It was kind of, but not really. So the issue really was that I was using two kind of logs. Basically, what those two logs were? Those two logs were related to um, like basically I was using two kind of logs. One was a mutex log, which was used to notify other blocks of code, and the other one was related to um, other one was related to the whole state node, no state node. So let's check out this commit and let's explore this. And so if you look at this commit, so the main issue with this was that so this is our state, and this is where we are creating the state, and previously this was inside a RW log, right? And then we had this notifier which also had a mutex log. So the main issue with this was that when we were waiting for this thing, not dot serialize, sorry, this thing condition variable, we were using here the other mutex, right? And in this particular thing, we were also locking the node state, and then we were reading the replica count. Well, the main issue was that since we were using two logs, the node log got logged here, right? And in the main function where we were storing the new value, it was never able to store the value because the log was kept here. So in the RW log, read write log, the log is you can only write if there is nobody reading or writing to the particular thread. But since we were using this code, this kept the log forever, and yeah, basically one log was depending on another. That kind of deadlock we had. So the way to solve it was we removed the RW log, and in the conditional variable we use only the state node. So we lock it here. So basically in the wait timeout while, it will ensure that like it will release the node every time after it have done checking the condition here. So yeah, that solved the issue. And the other main issue was related to timeout. So let's actually take a look. Yeah, so this after solving the lock issue, we were getting the values correctly, but sometime that whole thread was hanging because of the stream.read. So there were two errors, right? First, if I was using std TCP stream, I was getting like resource temporarily unavailable, and upon further reading, we found out that if it is a std TCP stream, like if you convert Tokyo stream to std TCP stream, it sets no delay. So into std, if you look at the documentation, it mentions that the set non-blocking will be set to true. So after setting this to false, it was blocking the thread forever. So we added some timeouts. So if we look at this, we'll see that we have added a timeout at this place. Yeah. This is the place where we added some timeout. So if you look at it here, the main issue with this was that So the main issue was like what kind of timeout to set. I tried multiple values and in the end I decided with 50, and this is the value that we set, and it started working because it will wait for at most 50 milliseconds and it will work. But this is actually wrong because 50 ms is like very high, I think. So basically the ideal implementation should have been to actually, yeah, so ideal implementation would have been to actually use the timeout value that you're receiving in the wait command and use that for the whole stream. So I tried doing that, like I tried to make everything as in a future block. So the whole sending the, like getting the offset and should be done in that particular timeout. So if the wait is 500, then the 500 ms it should talk with all the other replicas and get the response. We tried that, but there was some issues, so I let it go. And yeah, in the end we can try this solution and it should work. Yeah, so if we just actually commit, like come to this commit id and I'll try to build it. Let's see. Let's do cargo build. So build wise it will work, but then there was some issue that the whole thread kept waiting. That is still not solved. I guess I should have some logs here before rebase, I guess. Yeah, in here when we look at the code, so the error that we received was, which is the latest rebase. This is the latest rebase and we'll go with it. And this was the big issue with that. Let me just go there. Yeah, basically, yeah, this was the error that we got when we tried to use the test thing. So it kept waiting for set command to be propagated. I think most probably I forgot some wait or something. We can actually look at the code and find out. But yeah, it took really a lot of time to solve it, and I don't think I'll be giving it more time now. But if you go to main and if you look for async move, then this is where we are moving the values again. So this is where we are moving the values, but most probably somewhere where we are writing the data. So this is where we are trying to write the data. It kind of didn't do it, so I think I need to wait on it something. But yeah, because this is also, I don't think that stream was ready for writing. But yeah, we can make it dot write and it might work. Okay, so this yeah, we'll maybe do it later someday, not sure, but we have completed this whole task. So this whole extension is completed now. So the next part might be RDB persistence or ready to streams, but I don't think I'll be doing that now. So I'll wait for it. And just a second. Right. So this yeah. So I think we can like consider this to be completed now, and yeah, that's all. So great. Let's check out the origin slash main and get checkout main, get push code crafter. Basically it says everything is up to date and these are the logs. Okay, this is not the one, but yeah, it completed and it worked fine. So yeah, yeah, I guess we can conclude this particular stream and recording.